I made this Cyberdeck with no soldering and no 3D printing. Key components. This keyboard that I will put the listing in Amazon in the description or in the post. The Geekworm, which is the power supply, X306, Raspberry Pi, and whichever screen you want to go with. I'm using the Whisplay, and the repository that I will share is using Whisplay, but you can use other screens. So that's it. Bing, bam, boom. The Raspberry Pi with the Geekworm UPS is the base that you can connect other screens on. I am connecting the Whisplay here, but you could connect, as I said, the Pimoroni Display Hat Mini, and you could connect also an e-paper display. I actually have other unit here. So with this base, you could connect different screens and build whatever you want. I'm building my system now around the Whisplay, but I just wanted to share with you guys this prototype, you know, this form factor. I put an auto sleep in the screen, so the battery lasts very long, like 6 hours, something like that. So yeah, the magnets here really help it to secure. I can, you know, all good. So this is good. I can also take this guy here and put there. Nice. Very important point of the build also that I can't forget to mention is this keyboard here. This guy, I actually found by accident on Amazon. I wasn't looking for this keyboard. I was just looking for the smallest Bluetooth keyboard that I could find. And in Amazon, this is the one that was the smallest. I had low ratings, but might as well tried it, and it's amazing. I did a session of pictures for the teardown of this keyboard, and it's such a thin board in there. It's like 0.5 centimeter, and it has backlight. Let me turn it on here. There you go. It has backlight, it has Bluetooth, it has battery, it has auto turn off. It has all of the arrows and all of the keys that I need. Some are under some weird key combinations, but as far as the smallest footprint that I could find with the biggest amount of features, this is by far the best one that I could find. Again, backlight, Bluetooth, battery, USB charging, all that in this tiny package, and this is the big version of it. If you really want to make it thin and make it into like 0.5 centimeter at least, you can do it if you want. A very important mod to this guy in the teardown that I show is that in the back here I have a strip of 8 magnets, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4 magnets sandwiched in 2. And this creates like a directional strip that you can later put in the back of the Altoids here, and it will help you line up more. This is optional, but I noticed that if there is no directional stickiness to it, it will slide off very easily. If I hold to the keyboard here, I feel very safe. But before, if I do this, it would be already slipping away. So I highly recommend this mod. I will show in the teardown of putting this mod of putting the magnets in the back of this, so it sticks better, like this. So I'm working now on this more clean version, you know, and I cut some pieces of fabric to put around here, you know. So with that, it fits very. This one is a bit smaller. I have to trim here, but yeah, the idea is to another keyboard. See? can have the black one and have the red one. So there is another part to this, which is the agent setup that I'm running here. It is completely adapted to running in such a tiny screen, in such a tiny system. It's focused on shortcuts, it's focused on summarizing information, it's focused on showing you what the agent has done for you to vibe code its own internal working and whichever repository you would want. If you know me, I don't like to carry a lot of stuff, so my design limitation is that would be something that has to fit in this bag. This is the bag that I take everywhere. If it fits in this bag, I would use it. This is the idea of my girlfriend, Thais. She was like, you have to make a Cyberdeck inside your pouch, your bag. I was like, this is a great idea. This is something that, if it's here, I would actually use it. I noticed that what makes me the most interested is not a Cyberdeck that is very cyberpunk and very grimy and dirty. This is very cool, this industrial look, but I watched the video of this girl. She did the Cyberdeck, like a mermaid Cyberdeck. I found it amazing. Again, my girlfriend showed me. Thank you. This idea of it can be just small, cute computer, inconspicuous. I loved this idea. So I wanted it, and I wanted it to be in this vein of a weird, odd object. So it has to be a small, weird, odd object that you wouldn't expect to be a full computer in there, something that would be useful. How cool is that? So I was playing with some ideas of what this object could be. My first idea was something like a tape case. I thought about like a cigarette box, would be super funny. And then I remembered the Altoids box. So old school, right? This was so common back in the day, doing like survival kits. I always watched it on American YouTube, people there doing like first aid kits inside little Altoids boxes. So if it was this size, it would be something amazing. From all of the three, they're all cool. And this one is cool, and we might come back to this one. This one is so promising. Look at this. So Newport's box, check that out. What? Isn't that meant to be? What? Yes, so this is also very promising. The Newports fit very well, but man, come on. This seems like it was meant to be. So I just couldn't get in the way of this cosmic coincidence. You see, this is my full thought behind this. Maybe the Newport was the best idea. But anyway, I just feel like I'm here to realize this vision. So Altoids it is. I put some black lining in there just to be smoother. That's it. Thank you for watching. I will leave in the description or in the post the repository for everything that I set up in the Raspberry. I will create a repository so it's very easy for you to replicate the setup that I have here. It's incomplete, and I use specifically codecs, but you can create your pull request and I will check it out, maybe add it, so implement whichever features you guys want to see, and we can work together. I will also leave the parts list in the description so you guys can buy it and make it for yourselves. I will also share a PDF with some photos of the process of installing the magnets behind the keyboard that I mentioned, and of assembling the main unit of the Geekworm and the Raspberry.